He's been one of the most consistent wide receivers in the NFL for a decade. A quiet force, a dominant route runner, a red zone nightmare, and yet somehow still underrated. But now, entering his 11th season, Mike Evans is on the verge of doing something no wide receiver in NFL history has ever done. Not Rice, not Moss, not Fitzgerald. No one. Mike Evans is poised to become the first wide receiver ever to open his career with 11 straight 1,000-yard seasons. That's not just elite. That's legendary. If you love football, you already know what Mike Evans brings to the table. Size, strength, elite ball tracking, and hands you can trust in the biggest moments. But what often gets overlooked is just how reliable he's been. Through quarterback changes, coaching shakeups, offensive coordinators in and out, Evans has simply shown up and produced. No excuses, no drama, just straight numbers. In 2023, at age 30, Evans did it again, posting 1,255 receiving yards and a league-leading 13 touchdowns. He wasn't just good, he was dominant. His connection with Baker Mayfield reignited a Bucs offense many thought was headed for a rebuild. Instead, they won the NFC South and even knocked off the Eagles in the playoffs. And guess what? Evans looked as sharp and explosive as ever. Here's the thing. Most wide receivers start slowing down after age 30. But Evans? He's trending in the opposite direction. He's redefining what longevity looks like at one of the NFL's most physically demanding positions. This is a 6'5", 230-pound receiver who moves like a tight end after the catch, but still runs routes like a slot guy. That versatility? It's a nightmare for defenses. But let's talk about the bigger picture. If Evans hits that 1,000-yard mark again this season, he'll set a new all-time NFL record. 11 straight 1,000-yard seasons to begin a career. It's never been done. Not by Jerry Rice, who had an off year in his third season. Not by Randy Moss, who cooled off in the early 2000s. Evans is literally in uncharted territory. And it's not like this streak is padded by mediocre production. His lowest season total is 1,001 yards. Let that sink in. Even in down years, even with subpar quarterback play, Evans has always delivered. And in a league that constantly evolves and chews up talent fast, that kind of consistency is rare air. Now, Evans isn't just chasing records for fun. He's chasing a legacy. He's on the Hall of Fame trajectory, and at this point, he's making it hard for voters to ignore. With over 11,000 career receiving yards and 94 career touchdowns, Evans is building a resume that stacks up with the game's greatest. And with every catch, every TD, he's inching closer to football immortality. The Bucs know exactly what they have in Mike Evans. That's why they locked him up with a 2-year extension this offseason, reportedly worth $52 million. It was a clear message. He's not just the face of the franchise, he is the franchise. He's the glue holding it all together through this new era post-Brady. And Evans? He's not coasting into the twilight of his career. He's all in. He's shown up to OTAs, locked in, leaned out, and looking ready to put defensive backs on skates once again. This is a guy who doesn't just want to play football. He wants to dominate until the wheels fall off. You don't hear him asking for spotlight. You don't hear him complaining about targets. Mike Evans just puts his head down and balls out. That kind of leadership, that kind of professionalism, that's why his teammates love him. That's why coaches trust him, and that's why defenses still lose sleep the night before playing Tampa Bay. Let's be real. What Mike Evans is doing at this stage of his career should be getting a lot more attention. He's not just surviving in the league, he's thriving. While other receivers are struggling to stay relevant after 30, Evans is still putting up WR1 numbers. And with Baker Mayfield returning under center, that chemistry only stands to improve. Don't forget, last year, Baker threw a career-high 28 touchdowns, and 13 of them went to Evans. That connection isn't just productive, it's lethal. When Evans and Mayfield are in rhythm, the Bucs' offense becomes a threat to score on any drive. And with another full offseason to build timing, this duo could be even more dangerous in 2024. Here's the bottom line. Mike Evans isn't just playing for stats, he's playing for legacy. Every route he runs, every yard he racks up, every TD he scores, it all adds to a story that might one day end in Canton. So when the season kicks off and Evans starts doing what he always does, putting up numbers, embarrassing DBs, and making highlight grabs, remember this moment. Remember how history is being made quietly, week after week, in Tampa Bay. And if you're not already watching, it's time you do. Because records like this don't happen often. Players like this don't come around every year. Mike Evans is a once-in-a-generation talent, rewriting what it means to be elite. So, let's give this man his flowers while he's still lacing up the cleats. If you love football history, if you respect greatness, and if you believe in celebrating the game's silent assassins, then hit that like button, smash subscribe, and share this video with every NFL fan you know. Drop a comment below. Where do you rank Mike Evans among the all-time greats? Is he already a lock for the Hall of Fame? Or does he need one more monster year to seal the deal? This is the Mike Evans era, and history is watching. Don't blink.